Hello, beautiful souls, and thanks so much for tuning in. I am Astar, and welcome to 𝑇�𝑇𝑼𝑉𝑖𝑑𝑒𝑜. So, in this video, we're going to be channeling messages from Spirit. And I really hope you can hear me because the wind is quite strong, but it should be fine. So yes, I also felt a call from Spirit to change the format of the videos that I'm doing. So I'm gonna be more focusing on channeling collective messages. And the simple intention that I have is to channel any message that you're needing to hear right now. So if you found this video, or if this video found you, trust that there is a message for you today. Alright, so without further ado, let's get in. It's really powerful wind today. But let's use it to shift the energies, whatever is going on in your life. Let's use the energy to shake things up a little bit. So we are tuning into our soul, our higher self. What message is there for us today? What guidance, what messages, what inspiration is there from Spirit? Okay. Ooh, hello. Powerful energies already. Love it very much. The card that we have is the stone. And straight away I'm being taken to the Philosopher's Stone. So the message coming through here is that right now you might not be seeing certain things that are going on behind the scenes, but everything that is happening in your life is here to turn lead into gold, or to lead base materials into gold. And there is a hidden aspect of the process that you're going through right now. So what this could mean is that, for example, you have been doing a lot of inner work. You have been doing a lot of healing, purging, activating, like you were going through a long process of refinement, a long process of working on yourself. And I'm being told that the progress you have done is actually much bigger than you might think, or much bigger than you give yourself credit, because most of the work that you have been doing actually happened in the spiritual realm. So the first message coming through here is Spirit is letting you know that the healing work that you have been doing has a huge, an immense effect in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual invisible world. And even if right now you might not see tangible results in the physical realm, know that you have done the preparation work necessary for you to be able to bring certain changes in the physical realm. Because with the Philosopher's Stone and alchemy coming through, and also the Holy Trinity, there is a message of manifestation. So something that you're manifesting, something that you are creating, something that you're trying to bring into the physical. Because for something to be created, there needs to be the Holy Trinity. There needs to be the masculine, the feminine, and then the third point is the child, which is the creation, which is then the final result. And in order to bring something from the spiritual realm into the physical realm, we first have to work in the invisible realm. We first have to clear the subconscious mind. We first have to, repattern our brain, and we have to first do the internal work. And once that is done, it can then translate into the physical world. So the really strong message coming through here is you're much further than you think. And the magic that you're doing is definitely working. Because with the Philosopher's Stone coming through, you are the alchemist. You are the magician. And whatever magic you are doing, it is working. And whatever you're trying to manifest, it is manifesting. Even if you don't see tangible results in the physical realm just yet. And that ties into the next card, which I'm going to be using the Osho Zen Tarot, and we're going to be looking deeper into what that means for you specifically. Is there anything we need to know about your manifestation? Anything we need to know about your healing process, whatever wants to come through about the okay, let's see. All right, okay, beautiful. So back of the deck we have the solitude card, and it's in reverse. So this is letting me know that a period of isolation and a period of solitude is going to end. So you might have been going through a long period of, again, working with the invisible realm. So in order to really get deep within our subconscious and to really deeply get to know ourselves, we need to be alone. Because I just had this realization in the shower. Even the word alone means all one. So we need to be alone in order to understand that all is one, or that we are the one, and the one in the sense of divine consciousness, enlightened consciousness. So in order to grow spiritually, we need to go through a lot of solitude, because only then we are able to tune within and to listen to our own inner voice instead of focusing on the outside world. But then again, this period is ending. This is what you're letting go of. And right now you're definitely stepping into a phase or a time where you will be connecting with other individuals, with other souls on a deeper level. Because I'm being told that yes, solitude and introspection and getting to know yourself on a deeper level is a crucial part of the awakening process of your development, but it is equally as important to then also apply the things that you have learned or the wisdom that you have gathered, to share it with others, or to, with alchemy is again this sense of also collaboration. So you might be bringing in potential collaborations or people who work with you on creative projects, or in general a sense of magic, but sharing your magic, sharing your soul, sharing your authentic self with the world. And I love it so much because the next card that is coming through is the Rebel. And I love the energy. So with the Rebel, it's about embodying your authentic self and allowing your authentic self to be seen. Because here the figure is letting go of the chain. So the chain is broken. You have definitely broken a lot of, you have released a lot of generational trauma. So chains, they are always made up of more rings. So it's like one ring, the other ring, the other ring. So it's like what you have been healing is not only from this lifetime, because there are more rings that make up the whole chain. So again, this healing work is so profound because it goes back generations. Like I'm really seeing this, the culmination of a long period of struggle, the culmination of a long period of, almost, also the figure is old, so you're definitely also maturing in some way. So there is also this energy of completion, maturation. But in general with the Rebel, it's this energy of enough is enough. Like now it's time to release all the shackles, to really allow yourself to embody your truth, to embody your truest and most authentic self, without all the fears or without all the inner voices or all the doubts. And all of this you have done. Like you have done the healing work, you have worked on your subconscious and the internal world. And right now there is this focus on the outside world, on the physical world, on presenting yourself in a way. And then I also really love it because we have the eagle spirit, and the eagle spirit is really this energy of your soul, basically, the energy of your higher self. So you have also worked on embodying your higher self. And this is what it means to be authentic, because our most authentic self is love, basically. Our most authentic self is oneness, is the divine, is unity, is yeah, divine being. And everything that doesn't resonate with that frequency, you have released. But also, yeah, like being our most authentic self actually means loving. So loving yourself, loving others, loving the situation as it is, because only then we are truly authentic. Because when we say, oh, I'm a little human with no powers, or oh, I'm that, or I'm my limitations, I'm all of this, like this is not authentic. And if we keep on repeating this scenario in our head, this is what really tires us out. So for example, depression or a sense of dissatisfaction is here because we are not really embodying our truth in an authentic way. And again, embodying our truth means being love and loving the situation as it is, loving ourselves as it is. And that is authentic expression. And then it's very beautiful because the next card we have is culpabilité. I don't speak French, so I don't really know what that means. But it's really this figure that is almost, yes, all these voices, I hope you can see it. So all these voices that are trying to nag on you, like all this, the message coming through here is that all the doubts, all the limiting beliefs, all the fears, they're actually not even your own. And that's why it's so important to not get attached to a certain story. Because all the stories of I'm not good enough, I'm not capable enough, I'm not knowledgeable enough, or blah, 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 all these are actually voices of spirits that are trying to pull your energy down or are trying to feed on your energy. And so when we raise our vibration and embody more love, then as a result, these voices, they are no longer able to interfere with our consciousness field. We might still have some voices popping up, but if we embody our truth, if we embody love and say, I am love, I am untouched, I am capable, I am divine, I am truth, then they cannot really do anything, because it's really about understanding your power, understanding the strength of your soul. Actually, with this one, there is also this energy coming through of Prometheus, the light, the torch bearer, the light bringer. So you hold the light. And many people think that Lucifer, which is the light bearer or the torch bearer, is actually something evil. So we equate Lucifer with the devil. But that's not the case, because this aspect has been demonized throughout the ages. So basically they have turned Lucifer into the bad guy because he is the one who holds the flame. And holding the flame means holding the flame of enlightened consciousness, embodying our higher self, embodying this higher aspect, this ego self. And when we have the light, when we are the torch bearer, it means we are initiated into the mysteries of how to reach the alchemical gold. And reaching the alchemical gold is higher self-embodiment, the embodiment that we are love, that we are truth, and that is our nature, basically. So the message coming through with this one is also that you are clearing all the distortions of even mythologies and stories which are distorted. Like you are able to see through the illusion and to really get to the core of what the stories mean, so that you are not buying into the illusion or the distortion, but you're able to see the truth even in the things like the light bearer, for example. Like while other people might see the word Lucifer and they think, oh my god, it's the devil, but then actually if we go deeper and if we look at the whole story in a neutral way, when we are observant instead of having preconceived notions, then we are able to get to the truth of what this actually means. Like the light bearer is nothing evil, it's like fully embodying our power. And then of course it is being demonized because Some forces maybe don't want us to be in our power because they feed on us being in a low vibration. But again, you have done the work of releasing all these voices and literally casting out all the demons and the low vibrational entities so that you can be grounded in your power, grounded in your strength, but in a very balanced and grounded way. So definitely, wow, the next card, oh, beautiful. I love how the message completes itself. You are the rose that grew from the concrete. You are really, yeah, there is this process of blooming, this process of finally making it out of the darkness, finally making it out of a very challenging period. Because with these energies here, I'm seeing a lot of struggles. I'm seeing a lot of pain and darkness, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of like all these voices again. I'm hearing this echo of ancestors, and these doubts, these are all the voices of our ancestors who felt disempowered, who felt, who didn't feel like they have the torch in their hand. Because again, because of all this distortion, because of everything that went on. But again, you are very, very courageous. This is what I understand, le courage. You're very courageous because you are not shying away from letting go of these voices. Like, you're not afraid of facing your demons and your shadows. Because again, only if we do, then we can truly get in touch with our power. So that's why there is this distortion of the light bearer being the devil, so that we are afraid of embodying our power, or so that some people shy away from starting the process of awakening in the first place. But you said like, I'm the flower and I'm gonna bloom. So I'm gonna do everything that's necessary to get myself out of this dark place and to bloom like a beautiful flower. And here it is, the white flower shining in its radiance. And that's you. You made it. Like, you've done it. And oh, beautiful. Look what we have. Next card that synchronistically and magically showed up is the Creator. And here, oh, wow, I love spirit, the synchronicities. Here you are embodying that light. This is almost this energy of, I finally made it. Here is my trophy. Here is this victory. You having the flame, you holding it. But here in this card, like the Buddha, you are then becoming it. You are embodying it. And I really love it that here the fire is in the belly. So this is really talking about your creator being, like embodying creator consciousness. This one here, this is victimhood mentality, where you're like, oh my God, I'm the victim of all the demons. I'm the victim of all these voices that are trying to pull me down. But with this card here, you are taking the torch in the hand, you are becoming the fire, and therefore you understand you are the creator, you are the magician, you are the alchemist. You can work with this now, like you can work with your creative fire. And it's really about understanding that we are the creators of our reality. And when we hold the flame and embody that flame, then we can literally create the reality that we desire. Obviously, if we go through all this purging and all this healing, we might encounter a lot of doubts, and we have all been there. There is moments where we feel super empowered, and other moments where we feel alone or disempowered. But again, it's this energy of you're being attuned to this higher frequency. And even if there are some dark days, it still doesn't mean that you cannot ace it, that you cannot win. Because here, this figure is also reminding me, yes, of the Buddha, embodying enlightened consciousness, embodying oneness consciousness. And not only that, also working with it. Because now I'm being told that I'm being told to share something about the different spiritual paths. So there is one path which is the path of the mystic, the other path is the path of the artist, and there is another path which is more like the monks. So for example, there are spiritual people who have an enlightenment but will never really engage with the world. And this is more so this Piscean way of approaching spirituality, where we are almost detached from the physical realm and we almost exist in the higher dimension, like yogis who meditate in a cave and never leave, or people who are really detached from the world. But it's so beautiful. The next card that synchronistically shows up is this one here, and this reminds me of the energy of Aquarius. So right now we are also changing the way we approach spirituality. We're also changing the way how we apply spirituality. It's less about being an ascetic monk in a cave, living detached from society, but it's more about being inside of society, like inside the circle. Like the Age of Aquarius is all about humanity, about community, about being together, coming together, and applying what we have learned, applying our wisdom, and really being in the midst of, not shying away from showing ourselves, not shying away from being in the group, and knowing that there are other people who are on the same vibration. Like, yes, with the 10, it's also this world energy, obviously. We are the world. We are, it even says, nous sommes le monde, we are the world. So it is really about bringing in completion, completing this cycle, letting go of the Age of Pisces and inviting in the Age of Aquarius, where we are much more, it's like family, like one tribe, like it's the reuniting of tribes. And I really love that every figure has their own color, but at the same time they're all in the same circle. So it's really like it's okay to embrace our uniqueness. It's okay to really be unique and out there and magical and whatever, and still have our place in society. Maybe you have gone through a period where you felt like you didn't belong, like you couldn't find your place, or that it was not possible for you to find your place within this realm, because maybe it was so different or you couldn't relate. But this is where we are moving towards. We are able to embody our magic. We are able to embody our most authentic self and still find our place in the world. And this is really what's happening. So powerful, powerful energies. I'm being called to pull one last card to conclude the message. So what do we need to know? Oops, I need more message. Ooh, okay. I am getting very romantic vibes from this one here. But more than romantic, I don't say romantic necessarily in like a relationship way, but romantic in the sense of making love with life. Making, like you are rekindling your love for life. Maybe you have really gone through a long period of depression. Like here it's, where is the other card? It flew away actually. The solitude card is gone, like it's over. All the depression, all the sadness, all the loneliness, all the feeling of being left out, it's gone. It's really gone. I don't know where it is. The wind blew it away. So the wind of change is bringing in a change of pace, and this is the energy that you're embodying now. The Queen is making love with life, being romantic in the sense of loving the small things again, loving art, loving the sensual pleasures. And we can indulge in sensual pleasures. Like there is nothing wrong with just enjoying life and making the best out of it. And so this is really also the healing of the feminine, the healing of like the sexuality, like this is sacred sexuality, almost embodying sexuality but in a higher frequency. Sexuality that it's not only satisfying our pleasures of the body, but actually sexuality that satisfies the pleasures of the soul. And this is what it means to make love with life. It's basically this energy of, again, beautiful, alchemical gold. This is what the Philosopher's Stone is all about. It's not about turning actual base metals into gold, but turning the base metals, which are all these negative or all these lower vibrational energies, into the gold, which is enlightened consciousness, or is just this sense of freedom. Also freedom to be yourself, freedom to be love, freedom to be creation, and to find again this golden nugget to, yeah, also the flower is coming through here again. So the analogy of the lotus flower, you might very much resonate with the symbolism of the lotus, but you are the lotus. You are the soul that went through all this period of darkness and fought your way through the mud, and now you're here radiating and shining, and this is very much what is happening for you and for the collective. And it's very much about, also in our last message coming through, healing the, yeah, again it comes back to healing sexuality. Like sexuality is not only about like the union of, sexuality is basically about working with life force energy, and everything is sexuality. Like everything in the universe is the union of masculine and feminine. But if we demonize sexuality, or if it's expressed in a lower vibration, then it's also creating a split with creation. Like it's almost this feeling guilt and shame of being ourselves or embodying ourselves, not only our sexuality, but also like working with magic, for example. Like when we talk about magic, there is often this, again, this feeling that it's demonic or it's something evil. But actually magic is working with life force energy, being the creator being, like working with our creative flame. That's sacred sexuality, that's magic. Because again, in order to create something, there needs to be the masculine aspect, which is our soul. This is like the soul father, the oneness consciousness. Then there needs to be spirit, which is the feminine, which is the material or the spirit, like the substance that we use to create magic. And then the third point is the creation, is us experiencing the duality of both, experiencing the feminine and the masculine, but we are the neutral in the middle. We are both feminine and masculine. We are both the soul and the spirit, which then comes back to the same thing, which is love. So you are, yeah, you are healing what love means, healing what it means to be. Like really, it's a very, very, very profound healing that is taking place. And I'm really being told that this is only the starting point. Because again, so much of the work that you have been doing was internal. So much of the work was about refining, deconditioning and repatterning, and like it was all like the preparation work is done. And now is where it really starts. Now is where it really, like the show is, like it's showtime. That's what I'm hearing. And showtime is you working with your sacred sexual energy in a balanced way, in the higher expression of it, and really being the magician, being the alchemist, being the rebel of embodying love. Like really, when we authentically love ourselves, that is the most rebel thing we can do. Like that is the most revolutionary thing we can do. And you are doing it. You have done it, and it's happening. It's like boom. So very powerful energies. I absolutely love this reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm also offering personal readings, so you can always reach out to me if you feel called to have a personal reading. And I hope you're having a beautiful time whenever you are tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye, much love.